Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Bison video blog. You would be who?
Jeff Kolpack.
Oh, nice to meet you. Dom Izzo.
You know, some new stuff in the studio. I say we got Big E and Miss North Dakota and me right behind. That's a tale of two different looks.
Well, that's your favorite moment in covering the Bison in your 20-plus years of doing this.
It really is.
Right?
It was tough to top that day.
Got a good one here with us at Ames, Iowa. Some good stuff that we've added. Welcome back, everybody. Our off-season coverage has already been off and going. We've previewed our top 10 games we're looking forward to in the FCS season. We've got our 100-day countdown going on our Twitter feed. Now, last summer, we broke it down position by position, where we looked at a majority of the Bison football team. We're going to change it up this summer. We're dividing things into categories of guys we're looking forward to for this 2016 season that NDSU is really going to be counting on. We divided up into 3 different categories that we're going to be showing people over the next 3 weeks.
And I think it's important categories, too, because I think these guys we're going to focus on this summer are really the guys I think that have to take that next step.
So this week we'll be focused on breakthrough guys. Top 5 will be one each day, Monday to Friday, that we're looking at for breakthrough guys for the 2016 season. Number 5 we start with on this Monday is a guy that I think quickly won over Bison fans last season with his intensity and his hustle. Walk-on kid from Carlos, Minnesota. Our colleague Mike McFeely will love that. And that's Aaron Steidl, now the heir apparent to take over for Brian Schatz.
And I think what he needs to bring is what Brian Schatz brought to that, and that is an attitude to the position. It's that walk-on mentality that I think these guys carry that. I know they eventually get a scholarship, but I think they carry that chip well into their careers. You know, I think Schatz has had that hunger all the way through, his 4 years of playing after his redshirt year.
Schatz he played in every game last year. I don't know if he had an impact in every game. I think most Bison fans will remember the game against UND that he had. We had the monster sack. Here it is on Keaton Studd's route. I mean, the place was already hopping, and then that happened. Can he be a difference maker? Grant, he's only going to be a sophomore this upcoming season. How does he get to... He's not going to be at Schatz level in 2016, right?
Well, probably not, but you got to remember, he's got Nate Tangaway on his side.
Yes,
and Nate Tangaway is going to get a lot of action. I think that may free up a guy like Steidl. He's strong. He's 6'2", 291. He's always been a powerlifting type of guy, so he has that natural strength. And I think when you take a guy like that and put him in the mix next to Tangaway, that just doubles your potential for effectiveness.
I think you hit the nail right on the head there, because Tangaway is going to get double-teamed probably every snap you'd imagine. As many people have told us, that kid should be playing in the Big Ten. That could open up the freeway, basically, for Steidl to get to the quarterback.
And as you've seen, the good teams at this level are really, well, at any level, are really good up the middle, and especially D-line. Toughest position to recruit.
What do you make of his story of coming here? I mean, this is another lightly recruited kid. Could have gone D2, could have gone that way and started probably right away, but he decided he wanted to walk on. He wanted to be a Division I football player.
I think it's another testament to the recruiting. They find these guys that just have that mentality, and it's easy to sit here and talk about it, but I think to find it's a different story. And they made a philosophical change after, I believe, the 08-09 season, where they took more of these guys, try-hard guys, instead of all these guys who maybe are a little more highly touted.
Yeah, with some stars next to them. They haven't gone down that route.
10 walk-ons this year, right?
Yeah, and that's exactly that's the prototype of how they're kind of establishing their classes. And Steidl's a guy I think could be an impact guy, as long as he stays healthy, because next to Tangaway, that's a really inexperienced group. If you look at it, now with Schatz gone, you look behind Tangaway right now, Grant Morgan, who's played a bit, hasn't been able to stay healthy. And then it's the project and Blake Williams, who had a great spring from what we're told, but he hasn't seen the field either. This is a really inexperienced spot.
And it goes to show you, just because you're highly touted doesn't mean you're going to see the field right away. These guys, the coaches don't play favorites. If you produce, you produce. And Steidl, I thought when he was in there at times, he only had one quarterback hurry or two, and one quarterback sack that we saw. Those stats will have to improve.
That was my next question before we wrap this up. Where do you see, what would be a good season for him numbers-wise from what you saw last year? I think it was 24 tackles and 1 sack in 2015.
Well, Schatz had 6.5 sacks, so if you can approach something like that, I think you're in the ballpark.
And how much of the byproduct of what Tangaway got attention that Schatz had that many numbers? Now, granted, Schatz was a disruption up in the middle, but boy, that could be a big year for Steidl.
And that Schatz, again, he is a senior last year, and Steidl will be a sophomore. And we'll see if he can at least approach those stats.
All right, so there you have it, folks. That's our number 5 on our countdown of breakthrough guys that we're looking forward to for 2016. Check back tomorrow here on the video blog for number 4.